Welcome back. On to some earnings. Prime Focus suffered a bottom line hit on the back of high expenditure as well as depreciation. The company has reported a net loss of 36 crore. Vikas Rathee, the group CFO of the company, now joins in. Good morning, Vikas, and thanks so much for joining in. Can you explain why your margins have come down so much from nearly 20% to 11%? Why is there a loss of 36 crore? And what was the reason for your depreciation as well as expenditure to go up so much?
Yeah, thank you very much, Reema. Thanks for having me on the program today. I think it's a picture which has two sides to it. I think on the operational perspective, all our core businesses have delivered a pretty strong performance. The creative business as well as our technology business have both grown both top line as well as EBITDA north of 20+%. So if you also look at our EBITDA from last quarter to this quarter, we've grown from about 11 odd crores last quarter till about close to 40 crores. So I think on the operating side, I think the business has improved. The delta primarily is on the back of we've spoken about our post-production business, especially in the UK, which has continued to suffer. As a couple of quarters ago, we took a provision in relation to that, and I think by the end of March, that business is no longer going to be playing a part in our consolidated results. So primarily that's kind of what the delta is. Also, if you go down, there's a marked increase in depreciation and amortization on the back of our acquisition that we did of Double Negative and other businesses coming on. So I think a lot of the charges you see are non-cash. Also on the tax side, there's a non-cash charge related to the same, leading to the PAT differential. But even at the PBT perspective, we've actually saved almost 40 crores from where we were last quarter. So I think we're happy with the operational uptrend we're seeing on our core businesses. There is a decline as expected on the non-core part of the business, and I think by the March quarter end you should see that basically going away.
Vikas, hi, morning. What explains this near doubling of depreciation expenses?
See, I think what has happened. If you see, even if you look at our revenues, in your perspective, the revenues have almost doubled. That's primarily in the back of the Double Negative merger that our creative business did in out of London, in June-July timeframe. So along with that, there's a depreciation charge that's coming through. Also with the Companies Act, there's a depreciation increase in relation to the assets that we kind of have on the books in relation to the technology and other equipment which are now required to be depreciated over a much shorter period.
Are you winding down your the post-production business in the UK, and any more provisions or any more write-offs that you will have to take on the back of that?
No, we actually did take almost all the write-offs in relation to that business as part of our fiscal year end of June that we reported. So I think the provisions and stuff we've already taken. Also, what you notice is our integration expenses, redundancies that we kind of affected pretty significant amount of that in last quarter. Some amount of that has come through this quarter as well as exceptional charges. Those are really behind us, and that's kind of leading to a growth in the EBITDA margins. March quarter is typically the strongest that we have in our industry, and we expect a continued significant uptrend on the operating EBITDA, as we go forward to March and thereafter.
Okay, so on a consolidated basis now going ahead, what can be the expected revenue run rate as well as the revenue run rate at the EBITDA level?
See, I think, rather than going into specific figures, I can tell you, even if you look at our history, the March quarter is always the strongest quarter we have. So we expect a significant uptick in the revenue on the creative services side as well as the technology business for the March quarter, and a large chunk of that is going to flow to the EBITDA side. If you just look at our EBITDA margins, we were for the first quarter, in low single digits. We've already gone into the double digits, and my expectation is for the March quarter we should be in the high double digits in relation to the EBITDA margins.
Okay, we leave it at that. Thanks so much for joining in, Vikas.